Hello again, welcome back. As you remember that we are creating our toolpath for the roughing here. And actually, let me turn back to here. We created our face toolpath. Let me use this one, face toolpath. Okay, let me select all of them. Okay, and make unselect them. Okay, this is the actually face toolpath. After that, we created the drilling process. After that, high-speed toolpath for and our pocket, and then we create that kind of toolpath for our roughing. And then we can also see the contour toolpath for and the semi and the roughing maybe. And then we're gonna see that toolpath for actually and the reduce process roughing. Okay, all of them is called roughing. So after that, let me select, oops, sorry, we need to turn back to here, automatic. And then we can select this one and use the right mouse button and hit the level options. And then we can hit here. And then let me turn to the level and we can make them unseen in the screen. Anyway, okay, that's it. Let's turn to, and actually this is the roughing and another roughing. Okay, let's create another roughing process for this area. Okay, how can we create roughing process for this area? So actually we can turn to here. Okay, and let me turn to the C plane as a right. Okay, this is my and the C plane. And then I can turn to the 2D and my Z position we can focus on. And let me turn to the here and we can select this one. Oops, sorry, it's the right plane we are working. Anyway, let's focus on the 3D. And then let me turn to the wireframe and curve on edge options. And we can select this one, and this one. This is my edge actually. And let me turn back here. We can create this one and this one. Okay. After that, my intention to create and tool using actually, and maybe we can use the 6mm tool. So according to that perspective, I can create my draft face. To be able to create my draft face, we can select to our profile. According to that perspective, we need to turn to actually front view actually. I just need to write here as a maybe, and this is the 6mm tool. Maybe we should make them 5 or 4. 4 is enough, maybe. I don't know. And then we can accept this case. And then let me turn to here and create another curve for here. And then we can also turn to the front view and the surface and the draft. And then we can select this one and hit that button. And then it can also be 4mm. And we can use the opposite direction. And we can accept this one. And after that, it's done. We can also use actually from solid. And we can select this one, and this one. And then we can hit that button to get our face. Okay, that's it. After that, we can turn to the top view and the 2D. Maybe after that, we can turn to the 10mm. And then let me turn to the wireframe curve on edge options. And we can easily create that kind of actually line here, but I'm gonna focus on the 3D. Okay, and then let me create curve on edge options for here, here. Oops. for this one and this one. And after that we can turn to the 2D, and we are working on the 10 position with the C plane top. And then I just need to select this one and this one and this one and this one. Okay, that's fine. After that, let's create our boundary like this. Okay, yeah. Actually, that's enough. We can easily create our toolpath by using that stuff. I'm gonna turn to the mill toolpath, surface rough, and pocket operation. When we are selecting our face, we can turn to the color options here and then select this one. I just need to hit that button. Okay, and all that face is selected. When we consider our boundary, that can be my boundary, and then that's it. We can easily turn to the create tool and 6 mm, and then we can easily calculate our and the feed rate and the cutting speed, and it can be 5, 3 and 1. This is the stock to leave on the drive face, can be 0.2 mm. We can use as a boundary condition. Compensation can be calculated as a center, and then it can be 0.75 mm with conventional machining as a cut depth, and we can hit the 0. Okay, I don't want to focus on and maybe we should use the ramp entry. And then we can turn to the pocket parameters, parallel spiral, clean corner. I can reactivate the finishing process, and then my toolpath diameter can be calculated 40% of my tool diameter. And we can unselect this one to make and outside to inside. And then let me calculate my toolpath. Okay, that's it. This is our roughing process. Actually, maybe we should use SA and step down process for this one. Yeah, that one is better. Okay, so that's it. This is our process. If you also would like to optimize your toolpath, maybe we should also turn to the 3D, and we can create some point here. Okay, so let me calculate that distance. Actually, I'm gonna turn to the view and the wireframe and the home and analyze, and we can select this radius. This radius can be here, can be seen, and then we can turn to the here home position, sorry, view position here, and then we can turn to our cut parameters, and we can organize the cut depths. We can turn to the absolute, and we can start from minus 0.5 to minus 7. So we can easily optimize our toolpath like this. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, that's it. After that, actually it is easy. We can easily use the mirror toolpath or rotate toolpath stuff to handle the toolpath process, or we can easily copy all my face and transform it, and both of them is possible. Okay, we can turn to here and we can easily use the mirror options, and we can turn to here. We can double click on this part and hit the enter button, and then we're gonna see the copy face options here, and then we can easily use and mirror options, and then chain and select this one and hit the enter button. You can also see the mirror line here, and after that we can hit that button to close all my toolpath, and then let me copy that toolpath and paste it here by using the my keyboard, and then let me turn back to here. We can make them unselect and select options, and we can also use the dots options to select all my face. That's not important because we're gonna focus on the chain. This is gonna be my boundary, and we can delete it, and then we can select this boundary, and then we can recalculate our toolpath. Okay, that's it, and we have all the roughing process for our cases. After that, maybe we should focus on some finishing process. Okay, and all of them, and until this point for our roughing process. Let's turn to the finishing process.